Hello lovely people, I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you so much. This is an appreciation to my subscribers. I believe everyone is doing great wherever you are in the four corners of the world. I say shalom, God bless you. And in this video, I'm going to throw a lamplight on my plumber. This is one of my subscribers' sites. Madam Rita is located in the United States. Okay, she's a fantastic lady. Madam Rita, I want to say thank you for showing us an appreciation. Yes, and then also giving the opportunity to my plumber. So the lamplight today is on my plumber. Okay, so that's Mr. Frederick Owusu in your screen right now. That's Mr. Frederick Owusu. He's working on Madam Rita's project. This is a 4-bedroom house, a standard 4-bedroom house with a garage. Okay, so we have the garage, we have visitors room, the kitchen, the store, the laundry room, and then on the first floor we have 3 bedrooms up there with a small living area. You understand? So that's Frederick Owusu. He was given the opportunity to do the plumbing work. Mr. Frederick Owusu is my plumber. Okay, yes, he's from my wife's family, and therefore we are relative. Or not, you understand? So once you call Mr. Frederick Owusu, you've called a family member. Honestly, he does his work with diligence. Okay, yes, he takes his time to do his work. He doesn't joke around at all. Okay, so we were given the opportunity to showcase our craftsmanship, and that is what he's doing over there. So what he's standing on is the footings work. So after a footings, when they fill in the laterite or the gravels, the next thing they do is ramping. After the ramping, the next thing they do is plumbing. So as you can see, it has been ramped with a compactor. You understand? So you have to be learning every day, step by step. Whenever I post a video, try to learn something new. Okay, so they've compacted the laterite carefully, and it rained, and they rented a compactor, and it has compacted everything nicely. So right after that, the plumbing work will begin. Okay, so once the plumbing work is done, now they have to put the boards. So those are the Wawa board are indicated. So if you bought Wawa board for your profiling right from the beginning of the project, you can still use them here. You understand? So you can see the board placing along the peripheral. This is going to support so that the concrete does not spill out. You understand? And then they've placed the DPM on the surface of the laterite. Okay, so this is the DPM. This is what we call down-proof membrane. Okay, DPM, down-proof membrane. Okay, what it does is that it protects moisture from rising from underneath towards the block work upwards, so that you don't have your walls peeling off upon completion. When painting is done, some places you see the paint peeling off from the wall. Those are dampness. Okay, yeah, dampness. Okay, so when moisture begin to rise up, that's what happens. So this DPM prevents that from happening. Okay, it prevents that from happening. So plumbing work done completely, positioned plumbing work just as per the drawing, in case there's a deviation in terms of measurement, because sometimes in reality, when you go to the field, the measurement in the paper or in the structural drawing does not actually represent what is on the field. There's a slight deviation, but when you have a professional plumber, he's always able to find himself out of it. And that's Mr. Frederick Owusu. In case you need the services of Mr. Frederick Owusu, please feel free to contact him. The reason why I do this all the time is that I have confidence in my artisans. I have full confidence in them. And whenever I put such publication out there, my reputation is on the line. And for me, I don't compromise on quality. Yes, don't compromise on quality. Once an artisan of mine come to your site, please do not mistreat them. You understand? Yes, give them the due respect. You understand? Yes, and they will always love you for that. Because when they are coming with love, sincerity, and honesty. Nobody will dupe you. Are you with me? Yes. So one of my mason had to work for a subscriber, and he was mistreated, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Honestly, my mason felt so bad, and I told him he shouldn't worry. He should move on. It happens in life. Some people are there to create problems, so just leave them alone. You understand? My masons are superb. You understand? All my artisans are superb. All right. So here we have Frederick Owusu in the brown t-shirt with the jeans. All right. He's having a discussion with the contractor of Madam Rita. Okay. In order to see if everything they've done is correct. So as you can see, that's Mr. Frederick Owusu. I really appreciate this guy so much. He's so good with his work, and he has helped me in so many ways. You understand? He helped me in so many ways. His prices are reasonable. My artisans usually, they don't charge. They don't charge that much. Their prices are reasonable. Okay, wherever you are, just call them. And make sure you give them transportation when they are coming, so that you don't have to travel from one end of the country to the other side just to give estimate, and they don't hear from the client anymore. Most people, what they do is that, oh, mommy, estimate. And then, because they already have a plumber and they need an estimate to compare. No worries. You can tell them that, me plumber did that, but me person may compare. And then you can communicate that such that you can pay them for that as well. You understand? All right. So that's for Mr. Frederick Owusu. In your shot, you're seeing iron rods. Yes. So at the same site, Madam Rita recruited my steel bender. My steel bender is called Isaac Gomado. Isaac Gomado. Isaac Gomado is a fantastic gentleman. He is a fantastic steel bender, or let me say a steel fixer. Okay, he does his work with, with that kind of attitude. Yes, he doesn't joke at all. The first time I met him, man, his kind of enthusiasm, actually, made me, realize that there are a lot of good artisans out there. Because some artisans, when you call them, their body composure and all that will even not, tell you to even recruit them. So Isaac Gomado has a lot of energy. When he came to do my lintel beams, my pillars, man, he came at dawn, and he brought his team, and they stood on their feet from morning till evening. They did everything. Everything was done. My in-law was surprised. Yeah, people who love their job. They are good artisans who pay attention to details. And every minute, every second, he's calling me. He's giving me suggestions. Boss, can we do this way? If we do this and that way, we are going to reduce cost. And this is the best thing to do. Advices. You understand? Not necessarily reducing cost, no, but the best practice. Are you getting the point? So he will give you the best option, and then he will guide you to choose the right one. You understand? Because iron rods lately are so expensive. And if you have to be stacking up iron rods unnecessarily, I don't think that is encouraging. And therefore, you should have an artisan that guides you, because most people are, not well acquainted when it comes to construction. And therefore, when you have an artisan who takes time to explain to details things that perhaps you might not come across in your lifetime, you're blown away. He guides you. That's Isaac Gomado in your shot right now. Yes, wonderful gentleman. I like people who are honest. They are faithful. Okay, yes. Right after, you see, from morning till evening, you can see the weather has even changed. He's explaining everything to his madam. So here he made a video to Madam Rita, who is in the United States, and he's explaining everything to details. He has erected all the pillars. You understand? All the pillars he has done. Is this not wonderful? Is this not wonderful? I love him so much. He's working on big mega project. As of now, he's working on, I think, a 5-story school project. Okay, a 5-story school project, and I'll be sharing that video with you. And I'm so happy that people on my channel are utilizing my artisans, and it makes me want to do more. It makes me want to do more. My pledge to every subscriber is that, accord respect to every artisan, regardless. You understand? Accord respect to every artisan. Yes, some artisans might not have, some manners. Yours is to guide them in the right direction. You understand? For me, I joke with my artisans. I crack jokes, but I'm serious about my job. I tell them, hey, I'm laughing. We have to, but then take my job serious. You understand? And that's one fantastic thing I love about them. This woman, Madam Rita, is such a lovely woman. She's so superb. I've never come across anybody of her kind. And she's been so nice to me myself. We communicate a lot. You understand? And once my artisans finish their work, he pays them off. He doesn't keep anybody's money with her. She's so fantastic. Here, another lamplight on another artisan of mine, Isaac. I think this is Samuel Aplaga. He is my tiler. Okay, he is my tiler. So that's the numbers on the screen. You can contact my tiler and he will do a fantastic job for you. Look at the tiling there. Isn't this beautiful? At the time of this video, I think he had a problem with his camera because there's some kind of dirt in front of the camera, so he couldn't get the clear picture. But then you can still make your way out of it though. You understand? Yes. He did a fantastic job for this subscriber on my channel. And whoever you are, I don't know your name, but I am happy. Okay, I'm happy for you that my artisan came to do your job for you. That alone satisfies me. That alone makes me happy, because that is my calling. I want to help people. You understand? The swindling, the duping is too much. It's too much. Every time an artisan is trying to, swindle someone and make money. And I think the corruption runs in the blood of Ghanaians. I don't know where they got the attitude from. If it's because of the hardship, everybody is trying to, kill somebody, rob Peter to pay Paul, and it's very bad. We should have a change of mindset. You see the tiling my tiler did. So that's Samuel Aplaga. You understand? It's a great, fantastic tiler. His prices are reasonable. As a time when I was doing my tiling in a portion of my room and the bathroom, he charged me 18 Ghana cedis per square feet. Okay, as of now, due to Russia-Ukraine war, we don't know what he's going to charge now though. So you call him and you negotiate with him, because the last time he was charging, I think, 23 per square feet. You understand? You negotiate with him and then arrive at a suitable price so that both of you will be comfortable. For me, I wouldn't want an artisan working for me when they're not comfortable with pricing. You understand? So sit down with them, tell them exactly what you need, and then they will deliver for you. Okay? Always try to seek some of the advice of the tiler. Most people buy beautiful tiles and they don't employ a good tiler, and it messed up for them. You understand? You can have the best tiling in Ghana, from Italy, from Spain, but if you don't have a good tiler, your tiling will look horrible. It will look horrible. You understand? So most advice I can give is that when putting up your structure, doing architectural design, always try to know the type of tiling you will use so that you measure it according to the length of the room. Because if you don't do that, you end up cutting your tiles. Many of them will be cut into pieces. So if you're going to be using a 120 by 60 tiling, they should use that to measure the length of the room, the length and breadth of the room. That will determine how big your room should be according to the layout of the tiles. Are you getting it? Yes. so that once you put in the tiling, there will not be cutting of your tiling everywhere. No, you understand? Look at this wonderful, beautiful tiling work he's done. Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Awesome work. I love that. All right, so here we're moving on to another location. This gentleman is called Daniel. Okay, I'm just going to mention Daniel. Daniel is from Germany. Okay, yes. This gentleman had suffered a lot due to what he had to go through in order to secure his land. But then for some reason he bought a land from a real estate people. But then for some reasons, they couldn't build on that land. They kept tossing him, moving him from one location to the other. And finally, they gave him this location, but then it was waterlogged, and if he wanted to take his money back, he was never going to get it. And so he had to go with it. Even though it's waterlogged, he has to manage, and build something small for his dad. You understand? So he's done. That guy is courageous. He's done a lot of failing, but yet still the water is troubling. But then we will go through it. So my plumber came here to do a biofuel digester for him and all the plumbing works that were pending. Okay, so my plumber, Mr. Frederick Owusu, again did a fantastic job right here. Okay, remember in my videos I made mention that biofuel digesters are not suitable for waterlogged areas. You understand? But then Mr. Frederick has another twist to it. In the construction of my biodigester, I told you that should I have any problem in the future, I will definitely come and explain what are the causes and then the remedies. Okay, so mine is a temporary structure that I put up because I wanted someone to stay in the house. Okay, so here, even though it's waterlogged, Mr. Frederick Owusu has another way of going by it. Okay, so he did everything by converting the S trap. In the WC, we have the S trap and then the P trap. Okay, I want you to pay attention. We have P trap. So you see that the exit of the WC is shooting, at right angles. At right angles means at 90 degrees. And that is a P trap. If it's an S trap, it means that it is forming an angle of about, say, 45 or maybe about 180. It's forming about 180 or 170. It's bending towards the ground. Okay, the exit is bending towards, it looks like an S shape. Okay, S for Sierra. Okay, so it's bending towards the ground. So you see the WC piping shooting from the ground. But with the P trap, it's shooting into the wall. Okay, so we have P trap and then the S trap. Okay, so in this waterlogged area, we cannot use the S trap. We have to use the P trap. The P trap is suitable for this waterlogged area such that we will raise the chamber. The chamber will not go underneath the ground. Because if it goes underneath the ground, the deeper you go, you have water coming into the chamber of the biofuel digester. You understand? So the chamber has to be created on the surface of the land. And if that happens, it means that your WCs will be a P trap so that the pipe will be upwards and then it will go into the chamber. You understand? So that's exactly what Mr. Frederick Owusu did here. It's not easy, but these are all practical things you have to learn. You understand? So Daniel, I appreciate you taking the time. You've really done well. You're so courageous. Look at the septic tank. It's filled with water. It's filled with water. Daniel is so courageous. He spent a lot of money, filling this whole area. And that's one thing I don't like about these real estate people. Now, when you're buying a land, be very vigilant, okay? Make sure you test, that this is waterlogged area. You let them dig the ground, let them see. Have an expertise, people who are very good to tell you that this land is good. Look at the landscape. If it's in a valley, just imagine when it rains, would water be sitting in this area? You should put all that into consideration before you pay. Don't pay money for a land that you've not seen with your naked eyes. You understand? Don't pay money to someone who just did an advert and so this land is, they normally bring, nice areas. They show it to you. But then when you're ready to go to the site, they tell you, oh, for some reason, we've relocated you to a different site. You understand? They play scheme. So before you pay money, make sure that this is your land. you've demarcated it, you've done everything, then you make full payment. You understand? Yes. So this is what we have to do for Mr. Daniel. The chamber was done on the surface of the ground. Okay, mostly it should have gone deeper, but we just did it on the surface. And you can see that this small one that Mr. Frederick did, even there's water sitting in there. Are you getting? There's water sitting in there already. So Daniel is so courageous. I really like the attitude of the guy. He's been very patient with these real estate people. If for someone, they would have shot them dead. Honestly, they are very wicked. They take your money and they keep tossing you here and there. They keep tossing you here and there. So now he has to spend a lot of money to do a lot of failing. You understand? To do a lot of failing. It's not easy. Working in the cold, working 24 hours just to make income, and then you send money for people to buy land for you, and they mess you up like this. You understand? But I believe that we will move on. It will not be permanent. Okay, so Daniel, thumbs up to you, big ups. Okay, you've really done well. So this, the fiber being poured into the chamber. Okay, and that's it. All right. So here we're moving to my welder, Mr. Williams, the almighty Mr. Williams. Okay, so in case you need the services of Mr. Williams for all your burglary proof, your door, whatever you're looking for when it comes to metals, just contact Mr. Williams with the numbers on the screen. He is ready to assist you. All right. In case you need burglary proof, you need a particle, you need a sliding one, okay, for your doors, your windows. If you need the balustrade and those types, recently there are new, I think they have a new design for your fence wall. They can put those designs as well. He can do that, and he's done so many jobs for my subscribers. Yes, in his own pace, because Mr. William is a slow but sure man. Okay, yes. Mostly you contact him, his phone is somewhere, but at later time he will get back to you. One thing I love about him is that when he focuses on one client, he just want to finish with the client and then move on to the next person. Okay, he doesn't want to stack himself with so many work and then keep promising people and then failing. And you can see in your shot that they're using machine. They have their generators. There's a generator with a grinder with a machine for cutting the wall. Unlike other people who start hitting your wall, bang, 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 bang. No. Understand? In this modern system where machine tools are available, every artisan should be able to use machine tools for cutting the wall. The chiseling of the wall is too much. It weakens your structure. You understand? So all my artisans, if you check them carefully, from my in-law, Mr. Nkansa, all of them, when they're doing their piping work and whatsoever, we use machine. It's very rare that you see a chisel. That is mean that it is required for certain specific areas. You cannot use the cutting machine. You have to use a chisel. You understand? And as you can see, even right now, they are using a machine tool for the drilling. Instead of using the chiseling, they are using the machine tool. You understand? Mostly after using the machine for cutting, people will use the chisel. But here you can see the difference. So contact Mr. Williams for all your burglary, proofs, the main gate. Okay, yes, he's very good with that. If you need a spiral staircase, he is ready to do that for you. I have videos that I'll be sharing with you in all those cases. So contact Mr. William in the earliest. Okay, don't wait till it's 2 weeks and then you say, oh, Mr. William, fabricate this for me. It's not going to work like that, because he has to go through a lot of phases with your project after cutting the metal. Because one thing I love about him, that he doesn't use fake materials for your project. He used the right type of material. If it's galvanized, it's galvanized, complete galvanized pipe. You understand? After cutting, they have to do the welding. After the welding, then they have to do what we call filing. Filing means they're removing all the rough edges. After welding, we have electric welding, and we have gas welding, and we have arc welding. You understand? Electric welding are stronger, but it comes with a lot of sharp edges. And those sharp edges, they need to file them off. So they have a grinder that file them off. And once they are done with that, they have to put what we call filler. Just like repairing a dented car. they put a filler. They put a filler and then they use sandpaper to sand it down. When they sand it down, it makes the surface look very smooth. You understand? The surface look very smooth. And then right after that, they apply what we call a primer. After the primer, helps you such that when you apply your desired paint, it holds them and bonds them together so that they don't peel off. You understand? So that is the essence of it. So these stages are very, very important. Sometimes he has to wash the galvanized. They wash it and clean it and dry before they even apply the primer. So you can see this is a wonderful, wonderful design he's done here. Creativity in the highest. Okay, so Mr. William is an old school man with the ideas of 21st century. Okay, he has so many ideas. He's very creative, very, very creative. Just that he's slow. That's one thing I don't like about him. Yeah, but if you are patient, you're going to get your job in good. Yes, if you are not, man, you have someone to do your project for you, you will regret it. Honestly, I just want you to be patient and get hold of Mr. William. You will see that there are different artisans in this market. Different, you understand? So be patient, and at the right time, Mr. William will come and work for you, and you'll be very happy with him. You'll be very happy with him. Contact the numbers on your screen and talk to Mr. William, okay? Yes, and make sure that in your dealings, you negotiate and then you come to a conclusion. You understand? In terms of payment, you negotiate. Okay, you don't just go ahead. When they give you pricing or estimate, try to ask for reduction. And when that is done, we all agree and you go ahead with your payment. You understand? All right. So lovely people, if you find this content useful, okay, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, okay, and contact all my artisans and feel free. Yes, they're free. Nobody will scam you. My reputation is on the line, and that is what I'm doing, giving you all these artisans for free. In case you have any questions for me, my email is there, brightantonio@outlook.com. You can reach me anytime. From me to you, it's shalom. God bless you wherever you are. Bye-bye.